You think lake houses are peaceful. Think again. Tonight, we dive into 5 true stories where tranquil waters hid unspeakable horrors. From Georgia's cursed shores to Louisiana's blackened depths, something is watching from below. What lurks beneath the surface, and why do these nightmares always begin with a whisper?
The Mimic of Lake Lanier, Georgia, 2018. The rented lake house seemed perfect, secluded with a private dock stretching into the dark waters of Georgia's most infamous lake. The group of 6 college friends laughed about local legends as they unloaded coolers of drinks, unaware they were being watched from the tree line. Night 1. At 3:17 a.m., Jessica bolted upright in bed. "Do you hear that?" A child's sobs echoed across the water. They shined flashlights toward the dock, seeing nothing, until the crying suddenly stopped, and a perfect imitation of Jessica's voice whispered, "Come closer," from the lake. The investigation. Security cameras showed only static during the incident, except for one blurred frame. A pale, elongated figure crouched on the roof, its head tilted at an impossible angle. When they called police, the responding deputy grew pale. He recognized the description from a 1982 missing persons case. The final night, they awoke to every faucet running black water. In the bathroom mirror, something had written, "We're in the walls," in condensation. As they fled at dawn, the last to leave swore he saw 6 pale faces pressed against the upstairs windows, watching them escape. The Drowned Boy of Lake Tahoe, California, 2015. The Carter family's annual lake vacation turned to horror when 17-year-old Jake dove off their private dock and never surfaced. The search. Divers scanned the crystal-clear waters for 3 days. Sonar detected strange, moving shadows near the bottom, too large to be fish. On the 3rd night, Jake's iPhone, lost in the dive, rang inside the house. The distorted voice on the line gasped, "Cold, so cold," before the sound of bubbling water cut off. The return. Wet footprints appeared nightly, leading from the dock to Jake's empty bed. His mother awoke one night to the smell of lake water and found his pillow soaked, the indent of a head still visible. The discovery. When Jake's body finally surfaced, the autopsy revealed impossible details. His lungs contained a species of algae that grows only in extreme depths, and clutched in his fist was a clump of coarse black hair. Not human. The July ice of Lake Superior, Michigan, 2016. When meteorologist David Reynolds and his wife rented a remote Lake Superior cabin, they expected summer weather. What they got defied all scientific explanation. The impossible freeze. Waking to sub-zero temperatures in July was strange enough. Finding the entire cove frozen solid was terrifying. David's thermometer read 40 degrees temp, yet the surrounding forest remained warm. Through the ice, something massive moved, creating spiderweb cracks with each pass. The knocking. 3 loud impacts shook the cabin floor that night. Thermal cameras showed a heat signature moving beneath the house, something the size of a bear, but moving with eerie, deliberate slowness. The aftermath. The destroyed dock showed signs of something heavy dragging itself ashore. Park rangers later confessed this was not the first report. Local Ojibwe legends tell of the winter walkers, entities that freeze everything they touch. The Boathouse Door, Table Rock Lake, Missouri, 2020. What started as a spring break party became a psychological nightmare when students discovered the hidden room. The discovery. Behind rusted chains in the boathouse lay a dripping wet chamber. The walls bore hundreds of frantic scratches, some recent. A single wooden chair faced the wall, its legs bolted to the floor. Most chilling was the phrase carved into the seat. It comes up the drain. The manifestations. That night, showers turned on by themselves, spewing black water. One student filmed a face forming in the bathroom mirror, mouth moving out of sync with the whispered words, "You shouldn't have opened it." The final photo. When police arrived, they found the boathouse door sealed again, with fresh chains on the inside. The last Snapchat sent from the house showed a blurred figure standing waist-deep in the lake, its arms outstretched toward the camera. The Blackwater Crawlers, Lake Pontchartrain, Louisiana, 2019. Fisherman Ben Guidry knew the lake's dark reputation, but nothing prepared him for what emerged that summer. First signs. The water near his family's cabin turned viscous and black. Fish floated belly up with their eyes missing. His dog Rex growled at the shoreline for hours before vanishing without a sound. The night visit. Something heavy climbed the porch steps at 3 a.m. Through the window, Ben saw the lake's surface undisturbed, except for a single humanoid shape gliding toward land. The security light revealed a slick, hairless creature crouched on his dock, its back unnaturally arched, its face featureless except for too many teeth, the Cajun warning. Old trappers confirmed his worst fears. The crawlers are real. They emerge when the lake turns black, drawn to the scent of blood. Ben's cabin was later demolished, but fishermen still report seeing dark shapes moving beneath boats at twilight. Shapes that sometimes surface to watch with lidless black eyes.